welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie, and today I'm here to do my TBR for the Magical Read-a-Thon 2026. It's been a hot second since I've actually participated in a readathon, but this has always been one of my favorites to participate in every time I have done it. So I figured, why not bring it back and do it again this year? It's been a hot second since I've actually participated in a readathon, but this has always been one of my favorites to participate in every time I have done it. So I figured, why not bring it back and do it again this year? What the Magical Readathon is, it is a month-long readathon that happens every year. It happens twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. And it is hosted by G over at BookRoast, who I will link down below as always, along with all the information you guys will need to do the readathon if you are interested. Readathon, it's running the entire month of April. I love doing this, as I mentioned in the past. I've done it, I think this is my 6th year now doing this. I could be wrong. But it's a blast to do. It's so much fun. You basically create your own character who attends this magical school, and they have different job titles you can do to earn credit towards that job title, I should say. And it is just so much fun, and there's all sorts of classes, and you obviously read books to get credit for those classes. It's a great time, and like I said, all the information will be linked down below. This year, this is actually my first time participating in the new format. I did participate in the old format when G was doing that pre-COVID, but that has changed a little bit since then. So this is my new introduction to the readathon, but it is very similar to how it was before. And I have picked the job of necromancer, so I had to read 6 or 7 books for the classes, and it is just something that piqued my interest right when I was reading all about it. So without me rambling further, let's jump right in and get started. First class I will have to take and pass in order to fulfill this degree is going to be shape-shifting, and that is to basically flip a coin, and if it lands on heads, you have to read a book that's under 400 pages. If it lands on tails, you read a book that is over 400 pages. So let's do that. Here's my coin list of it. And we have gotten, it looks like tails. Normally when I do readathons, I would pick a book that I haven't already read, but this one's been catching my eye. It will be a reread for me, but I do want to read the sequel sometime this spring, so I figured we'll plan out there's this challenge, and that is going to be Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Like I said, I have read this before. I read it last year. I really liked it. I gave it like a 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely not a bad book by any means. I do understand the hype, but I definitely want to continue on the series. I definitely need a reread, so that is going to count for this challenge. The class I have to take is going to be Animal Studies, and this challenge is requiring me to read a book with the word wolf either in the cover, the title, or anything like that. So I have picked The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chomsky. So this is a heist story. This was one of my first books I got from Owl Crate, I believe. When I used to do those unboxings a few years ago, and I have had this on my TBR. I think I've also included it in hauls before. It never really caught my eye, but I like a heist story. It sounds really interesting. I've heard kind of mixed reviews about it, but I will give it a shot and see what it's all about. Next class I have to take is Inscription. It's requiring me to read a book with a day of the week in the title, and for this I have decided to go with Monday Is Not Coming. Not typically a contemporary book reader. This is very outside my wheelhouse, but this was the first book that I saw that caught my eye with that happened to have a day of the week in the title, so we're going with this one. Next one we have Spells and Incantations, and this is going to require me to read a book off the New York Times or any bestseller list currently. This one I have chosen Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. The movie for this just came out, which is why it's piquing my interest, and it's probably skyrocketed top of many people's bestsellers list, and that is why I picked it. I have been interested in this book for a while. I have never read anything by this author. I've heard very great things about Martian, but I have yet to read it. But I definitely want to read this one, and I want to see the movie, so this one is the choice. Next class I have to take is going to be Conjuration, which is going to be the first enticing book that I see on social media. I'm not going to do this currently. I am going to be vlogging this entire month, so you guys will see if I am able to finish all of these books in the month of April, and I will update you on what book I choose for this challenge. The class I have to take is going to be Restoration, and I actually need your guys' help with this one. For this challenge, I am supposed to ask for 5-star recommendations, and I'm going to end up picking one. So if you guys would like to leave me any book you have given 5 stars in the past, literally it can be anything. I'm not judging on genre, anything. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know some of your favorite books. I would happy to pick one and hopefully read it in April to fulfill this challenge. So leave some comments down below. The last class for this challenge is going to be the challenge of lore, and that is going to be reading either dystopia or utopia. Anybody who may know me knows I love a good dystopian novel, so this was an easy challenge. I have several to pick from, but in the end, I ended up choosing Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This is one of the most hyped dystopians I've ever heard of. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about this. Now that the trilogy is complete, that is making me even more interested to read it, and I really hope I like it. I've had mixed feelings with dystopian recently. Either I've absolutely loved them, or I haven't really liked them at all, or they've been kind of mid on the rating scale for me. So I'm hoping that I fall into the love category for this one. And the last challenge, we have made it to the end of the TBR, is going to be demonology, and that is going to require me to read a book with a house on the cover. As of right now, I don't have a particular choice in mind. Right now, I'm leaning towards reading We Used to Live Here, but that is my like kind of placeholder book for now, unless I think of something else to read, or if you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. But I guess we'll put this here for now. It is a reread. I loved it when I read it last year. It was my favorite book of 2025, so we'll count this for now. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so excited to be back doing this readathon again. It's been a few years since I've done it, but I absolutely loved doing it in the past, and I can't wait to do it again. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And let me know in the comments down below. And again, any 5-star recommendations, any books with houses on the cover that I have yet to read, anything at all, I'd be happy to hear it in the comments. As always, all my social media links are linked down below if you guys would like to follow me on any of those. And with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!